And made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
Oh, almost picked him off.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this crowd into it early. They're going to stand
Saints guy was trying to Saint. He tried to disrespect me.
Big Ben and the Steelers.
He went up 14 in there now.
At the 31-yard line.
Kicked me off 2 times. Diving. He thought the game was over.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Look at, I don't like this passing.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
That damn clear Max so fast, man.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, that is
God, this passing, man. I had the dude open, he wouldn't even throw the ball. I'm going to have to go to practice on this shit. I'm messing up. He's pumping the ball.
Here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
I don't know what the heck going on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe it makes that offense feel good, but when you know you got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's still doing
Trey
it. It's got to
Burton,
be
the one he was
stuck a little
looking
bit.
for. And now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there.
He went for it on his own 28.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that
no, he didn't
force
get
a
it.
turnover on downs.
I'm gonna punt. You know I usually go for it, but I'm not good with it yet. So I'm gonna be punting.
They'll run on 1st down.
Instead of
and he is met quickly in the backfield.
Instead of going for it like I usually.
Folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger going with the option right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
I could have switched him out. I forgot how to do it. But I could have switched him out and put Dobbs in and let Dobbs run.
Any passing offense nowadays.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this off, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
How you change the quarterback? Oh, I got to click on being first. Okay. There we go. Come on, God. Let's get in there. Come on, man.
On first down.
I thought I kept the ball.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Man, God, I can't even know this running game.
2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got Moncrief. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Man, I can't even get...
Now the Bears going to call
that Khalil Mack will be sitting away on that end.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger.
God, no.
This will be incomplete.
I don't like how he throws. Watch how he throws the ball. He gotta lean back and like cock it, man. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to go to practice something. That bullet pass ain't working. Come on, lineman. Oh, they got over that other bit of touchdown.
Doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
They got over that too late.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain.
I'm telling you, I'm not good with this game here. It ain't, my passing is not work right. So I'm going to get everything in the corner I can get.
We'll take you to
I'm just trying to win.
Coach will have highlights and analysis.
You know I usually go for it.
One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So
why was it 4th and 10?
For this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
You got able to score.
This game, isn't he? And
to get whatever I can.
For them, if they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game.
Yeah, he's going to
down 6-0 as they begin with the first down.
Play running back.
Nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks.
It's the blitz, boy. You see that? You ain't seen it yet.
Lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Oh, man. I was trying to sack the quarterback and got on the other man too late because that should have been picked.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling.
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Huh?
They'll try and throw for it here.
What did you say, Kirsten?
It's intercepted.
That's the like he was
last night, yeah. Yeah, I had this on my head. What did you say?
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Well, you talking about you got to study when I got something to do, when I want to do something here. You understand me? No. I say when I want you something done here, don't you tell me I got to study. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. Well, like you ain't got time to do nothing.
Boswell now for the extra point.
Thank you, kid.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
You gave me a whole bunch of tricks.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short.
You got big old fat guy running the ball.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Man, you that man back. Got that man way back there running the ball, man.
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And for the third time, it's intercepted.
Joe
Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Don't you blitz me, dude.
Here we go. Here we go. Kick both of them.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I noticed all, I can't say all, but they, at least Ben and Trubisky throw exactly the same.
All of them throw the same. None of them look right.
On third down, Roethlisberger.
Every play, they throw the same. They have a different.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Exactly. I'm struggling with it. That's why I'm not going for it on fourth down.
On the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm struggling with the passing. I should kick that field goal here.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that
No,
time.
I'm the same way. It's stupid. It's stupid. I feel the same way.
Don't throw like that. What is that?
You got yourself on that.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout.
And then when I'm trying to do something, I mean, he hold the ball, he pumping it, pump faking, man. I don't like that. Oh, see, being pump fake, that's probably what they got on there. You know, he'll trying to pump fake, hold that ball. But I don't like that. Get me in trouble. I want to get that ball out of my hand.
A pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
I guess you gotta make the games different every year.
Oh, you can't do no square kick? Oh, L1. Yeah.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. An incredibly short kick.
Yeah, he said something about you gotta cock it. I don't know what he means. That's why I'm gonna have to go to practice with it, man. I don't like it.
Up over the 40-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Devin Bush not even starting.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
is the number 2 back.
At the 36-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That might be the best defense for me. I like doing that. Zone blitz. Safety coming in on the blitz.
So time for
if that quarterback hold that ball, he's going to get it.
Have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Madden players gotta start talking and telling them, like, we want better.
Yeah.
Start! 180! Okay, alert! 44! Watch the safety creep! Hey, exit!
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
He picked me off, man. Oh, in the end zone. Khalil Mack way downfield. What the heck he doing down there?
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's
man, he way downfield and can pick me off.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cole. He's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told
the guy that they got rid of. I know you talking about.
Later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I'm going to eat.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little...
And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Another kick.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
That's
they had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's coming out of his mic or yours?
I guess it's him. Maybe it's there's nothing. There's no sound.
Beat these two. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's somebody talking about some hot dogs and stuff, man.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that
Juju's not number one receiver in this game. They got Moncrief. He in the number one slot.
First and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. A gain of 3, second down.
Number 2.
Offensively with the
lead. Moncrief is playing what Brown was playing on.
You also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Man. Low in the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Quarterback.
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on first down.
Man, that should have been big.
That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37.
So many times we end the game and
they always do. He about to quit. I'm probably going to lose the next game. I need to get off. They always be talking trash. They be talking trash about you, too. You throwing picks or whatever. They do it to you. Man, Rice quarterback went out the game. I don't know. Hope his neck ain't broke, man.
Rice quarterback?
Yeah, he playing against Wake Forest. Alright, you trying to run too? The starting quarterback. Yeah. The starting quarterback got knocked out the game on the goal. He was trying to run the ball in the goal line, and that safety hit him. He was on his back. He set up to get up. Then he grabbed his head and just laid back down. They had to get the cart for him. Look it up, Al, about Rice quarterback. Got caught off the field. And you can see what I'm talking about. I'm the greatest rapper in a sense, but any currency I'm still guaranteed my wins. His career might be over. Hoping he can walk. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening, got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. What's the over on that Wake Forest game, boy? It's 24-14 now.
gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in.
What?
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field.
I've seen that.
As they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
I've seen it. That's not just Angola. They're going around to different prisons. That's been out for about 3 or 4 years now. They go in like a prisoner, but he going in like he a prisoner though, right? I started another game, man. I know I'm talking about. I haven't seen that. Whoa.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
What else?
I said probably would know what's going on.
Yeah, they going in the prison showing you what's going on, how they living in there. He died over there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, because he wasn't going to never get out. Once you go to Angola, it's hardly going to get out of that thing,
First
man.
carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Man, they probably killed your uncle, man.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember,
they killed him,
quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They don't take kind of
incomplete pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice
put it on him,
picked up there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more.
The ball ain't coming out, man. Come on, gang. I don't like this wind-up stuff.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first
you see how Ben have to lean back to throw the ball? I don't like that, man. That's what's bothering me.
Decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution. A
6-yard you got your man wide open.
It all works out.
What side are you on that game?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 26, check 25.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock.
I got a delay of game, and I was on the 1-yard line.
Figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
3rd and goal from the 6 now.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Let's go, baby. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Recon, 132 flag.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. Got some room at the 30. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this is Moncrief for the catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. Past the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As
that was talking about that when he tried to do with no armor. The guy killed him. He was hitting him with a dang.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Prescott, 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show the swing pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Brown, he apologized to the team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Of course, that's why he playing. That's Gruden, man. John Gruden.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
You go there and go, well, that's what you get. You don't get out of there. You die in there.
Build on that stop. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger.
What the hell? Why he throwing the ball like that? Man, they gotta fix this now. This is messing me up. I'll be killing this guy.
Just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when
throwing the ball behind him, man.
Quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork that led to the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Ridiculous, man. We're killing him if this thing can do that.
The three
you gotta lean back with the ball, man.
That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger.
Oh, you dropped him. Oh.
With 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first and 10, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout.
You should have been for that ball.
The final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Nobody was in.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
You got animals for it? Okay.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep.
Oh, my God.
And this
Safety?
Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, crap on this game, man.
I had it covered.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there at 22.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, I'm getting beat up now.
Elliott, his second touchdown of the night.
Man.
And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra
Always
point.
coming out like I used to see it come out on the other
make
game.
This a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Got 17 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
a moving marker. Maybe you can pick them off. Maybe.
Shoot, I can't. I can't pick him off.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. They'll run on 1st down. Connor.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Behind you, to the right. Good.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice.
Yeah,
what about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
I probably will.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Did I pick the last one? Yeah, I did.
Now Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'm turning back around this way.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was.
That was just messed up. pressure in the beginning.
To go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense.
Oh, man, I pressed the wrong button and threw a pick. I had stopped it, man. It was about to go. It was going to be 20-31. God dang it, pressed the wrong button. He picked me in the end zone.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
I pressed it, the ball didn't come out, man,
so
like I wanted it
now
to.
With a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Run for Pollard, and he is going to be stopped.
The ball didn't come out, and it was the second
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first
down. The ball came out
Gotta
on the
figure
second
now,
one.
after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
I see that.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott on a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Go, get out there. 50-26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a